Hello and welcome back to Talk of the Town. It is cuteness overload in here. We are chatting with Cheryl Hartung from Occupaws. She's a volunteer, and we have the sweetest puppy ever joining us today as well.
I'm not going to argue. I would agree. So last time that we were here, we were talking about Ivy's new litter, and Ivy is an Occupaws dog. Yes. So it's especially nice for her to be able to have a litter. As opposed to getting more donations or having to buy more pups from breeders and other sources. So this is Coach. He has 3 brothers and a sister. I think he's like 7 weeks old today. This is a really big day for Coach.
Yeah.
Not only is he a television star now,
yes.
He's also first day away from the litter. So everything's first collar, first vest, first leash, first crate, first time in the car, first snow. So he's a little tuckered out.
He's exhausted. It's been a big day.
It's been a really big morning.
Goodness gracious. Well, let's talk a little bit about these sweet puppies. How are they all doing? Obviously, this one is doing pretty good.
They're doing really well. We'll know for once we leave the studio, then we're headed over to the UW Small Animal Clinic and for UW-Madison, which they do that free of charge for us. So thanks to them for doing that.
This kind of
he's like grunting. I think is what
You're sweet.
He's also tired because I am not kidding you, howled the entire way here. So he is really tired out. So maybe that's what he's snorting about. He's just a little bit all done. So they will go and get a final check, and then they actually are going to their breeders, or excuse me, to their raisers today.
Oh, wow.
This is the big off we go, and we've got a couple of brand new raisers who are going to get puppies. Some people who have raised puppies before, although that is not a requirement to be a raiser for Occupaws. If you just love puppies or want to try hanging around with dogs, we've got all sorts of classes for you, and in fact have just started a new raisers class.
Okay.
Over the summer, we started a class that was specifically for new puppies. Mm-hmm. There are classes that are for, I think once they get to be, I think it's about 4 months, they start going to the big puppy class. But we separated out the really young ones from the bigger ones because they just have they're at a different place in their training and raising.
Right.
And then from having done that, we thought, there are some raisers probably who would benefit from being brand new raisers and learning how to do that. So we've got lots of options for you.
That's really helpful because you kind of get to know what you're getting into then, and helps you kind of determine what steps you need to take as one of these raisers for these different
And it's a little
doggies.
bit different raising just a family pet as it is to a future guide dog. There are things that you have to do differently. They have to get used to all sorts of different surfaces for going to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. You don't know where they're going to get placed. So most dogs will prefer the grass, but these guys, and thank goodness, yay, in the parking lot just before we came in on a paved surface or wood chips and you just have to know that when you're raising them because for your pet, you would want them to just go in the yard. Right. For these guys, it has to be a little bit different. And that's just one example of the way things need to be different because you're raising the dog with the hope that it's going to be a guide dog.
They need to be very versatile, I would imagine.
Yes, they do.
I want to make sure we talk about an event that you have coming up. So you have a spring fling and trivia contest right around the corner.
2 different events. The spring fling is going to be in Sun Prairie at the Prairie View Middle School. I don't have those dates in my head.
I do, so we're in luck. I believe that one is March 18th.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Yes.
And then there's a couple dates here in April. Is that for the trivia fair?
Right. There are 2 things coming up in April. I just wanted to mention about the craft and vendor fair. We just got a notification today that is completely full for vendors, so lots of shopping to be done.
Awesome.
Come to that one.
Great.
The next one is the trivia contest, and that's going to be at the Wattle Inn in Lodi.
Okay.
And you probably have the date on that one,
I have
too.
that one as April 7th.
7th, good. And I've also heard that the guy who's hosting this thing is, I don't know how you become a world trivia expert, but that's what he is.
Oh my goodness.
So if that's your thing,
that's neat.
Come on in and play. There will be a cash prize for the winner of the trivia
even better.
contest. And it's at the Wattle Inn, so of course always there's food and beverages to
Wonderful.
Keep you busy in the
Keep
afternoon.
you busy.
And then the one I really want to make sure that we touch on is the Pi Mile Run.
Okay.
And that is done by the Engineering Honors Society at the UW-Madison. It's the 19th annual Pi Mile Run. And that is on the...
April 14th.
Thank you again.
I got the cheat sheet here, yeah.
Thank you. Mine is in here, but I'm otherwise
You're busy.
occupied
Yes,
right here.
yeah.
And that is, it's suggested that you register ahead for that. So the Pi Mile Run includes a 5K and a 10K and pie for everyone after you cross the finish line.
Running and pie. What else could you ask for?
There's your incentive. They do highly recommend that you register early for that. They're going to be meeting at the UW Natatorium on the actual race day. And the best way, I think, to get you to the registration is go to Facebook, go to the Occupaws site on Facebook, and you'll find it.
You'll see it
It's
all.
a big, whole, long, wraps around
They've got the whole
address.
cheat sheet on there for you, so
Yes,
it's great.
yes.
Oh, so much going on. Well, I'm so glad we got to meet this sweetheart.
I'm so
that was
glad
lots
he
of fun.
sort of fell asleep.
I think he did. If you want to be a puppy raiser, get in touch with Occupaws. We got to head to break, but real quick, what's on your wish list right now for the pups?
Oh, so the dog beds. Last time we talked about the boots for the dogs because it was winter. Now there are dog beds. Again, this one, go to the Occupaws website and you can get into wish list. They're super durable for the dogs and they're orthopedic for the dogs. It raises them just about 4 inches off the ground, a little bit of a canvas mat for them to be on, I guess is the best way to describe it. They come in bunk beds for the dogs, which I think is hysterical.
Oh my goodness, that's cute. Doggy bunk beds. What else? What else are they going to do? Well, thank you for sharing that. Again, this is Cheryl, a volunteer with Occupaws. And thanks to all of our guests for joining us today. Thank you so much at home for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Talk of the Town.